Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a message for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, my messages are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome, 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 welcome on into the chat. Welcome and good morning. O Cosmic Creator, source of all life and light, you're my shepherd, guiding me through every valley, every shadow. I lack nothing, for you lead me beside the still waters and restore my soul. In your presence I find peace and strength, for you're with me always. Your rod and staff comfort me, and your love prepares a path before me, even in the face of adversity. Grant me the serenity to embrace what I cannot change, the courage to change what is within my power, and the wisdom to discern the difference as I walk each day in faith. In the presence of your infinite grace, I am unafraid, for your kingdom flows through me as it does all creation. With deep gratitude, I give thanks for the miracles already set in motion in my life. Shift what must be shifted, move what needs to be moved, and illuminate my path with your divine light. Align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your will. For I know you have already provided the strength, guidance, and blessings I need. I release all fear and I surrender fully to your higher wisdom. May your goodness and mercy follow me as it does all the days of my life, as I dwell in your sacred presence, now and forever. Amen. What y'all doing? I'm on live. So I'll call you. I'll look. Go back in here in a minute. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I love y'all.
All
All right. So the message. Hey, only one Heavenly Father. This was written before you were born. Read carefully. Your guides have been waiting for you to hear this. All right. This is the only thing I got next to me besides this. We already went over this. Your guides have been waiting for you to hear this. You may not remember, but you agreed to this. Before breath filled your lungs, before your name was whispered into existence, you sat with the stars, the ancestors, the keepers of time. You looked at the earth with wide soul eyes and said, yes, I'll go. Yes, I'll do this. Yes, I accept. You knew it wouldn't be easy. Y'all, sometimes even when I hear stuff like that, and you know shit will not be easy, right? Because anything worth having is worth, you know, going through some things, fighting for, risking it all. You know they try to silence your light, because man, dim your voice, bend your wings, try to bend your will. And I'm just smiling because did you ever think that even when you agreed to your assignment, like when it was like, okay, do you want to go down to earth again and help mankind, all for one for all, this is your assignment, this is your mission, this is the family that you're going to be born into, this is what's going to happen to you. And y'all got cameras everywhere, so just so y'all know, and they're not, you know, all on. So if you went around looking over here or there, it's all y'all, okay? When you accepted the mission and they said you're going to be put into a family that could, you know, cause you a little bit of problems, your cousin is going to betray you, your mother is, you know, going to abandon you, your father is going to abandon you, you could potentially be raised by somebody that's not even a part of your family. You could be raised by your grandmama, you could be raised by your auntie, you could be raised whatever this village is that they put you in. And you was thinking, man, I think I can make it. I can survive it. Like, it's one thing to say, I can do it. But it's another thing to be thrown into the pits of hell and have to stand 10 toes down and be strong and be fearless when you just really want your mom and, you know, whatever else, or you just do it, you know. But when you talk about it, or when the experience was, you know, here it's on a silver platter, this is what's going to happen, you might not have, you know, inserted the details. You know how they tell you this is the contract, you know, this is the contract, this is your soul contract, and this is what you have to do when you go to Earth. So Kevin, when you go to Earth, you're going to run into a lot of difficulties, because the people are going to be, you know, super duper aggressive in ways when you only come in peace, and I told you to turn the other cheek, and, you know, they keep hitting, and but you still have to just, you know, go through this, and this is the assignment, and you could potentially end up Kevin said, yo, these people are going to try to make you work extra hard. You're going to be doing jobs that is not, you know, a part of your assignment, but you still got to do it, and you still got to put on a happy face, and, you know, just know that, you know, big dog God, the big G, got your back. I may not come when you call, but I'm going to save your ass in the nick of time. Like, you might be hanging, dangling off the bridge, but I saved you. You didn't die. Like, God, but you knew it was going to be traumatic when I was twinkling my toes, hanging, but did you die? So this is the assignment. And you was like, Big G, I got you. I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to, you know, go try to help the mankind, all for one, one for all. See if we can help these people ascend to the next level. And meanwhile, all they know is murder, murder, kill, steal, destroy, rape, pillage, hinder, harm, endanger. And you like, I know, when I signed up for this, I didn't see where it said pillage and kill, and I'm gonna have to be hanging and dangling. And mind you, you put me with these people, and they have piss poor mentality. And God knows I didn't mean to run into this bitch. Like, what the? I clearly didn't read this section. It be so much stuff that's written down here. It be little. It be like, you know, all the other words be real super big. You can read that, right? You can read that. Okay. But then the other shit, like, there's words here, right? I promise you there's words here. It's part of the contract. You didn't see that in 1942, we was going to get them people to come over and say that we have a contract and we're going to work together. And then meanwhile, I'm going to give you a chicken pox blanket. Somebody said this to me yesterday. That shit was funny. I ain't going to lie to you. But yes, that's what they said. Either way, right, with the amount of shit that has happened, and then the major part of this contract says, if y'all fight, y'all lose. If you kill, you lose. If you resort to their tactics, you lose. So you mean not only did this contract say that I'm gonna get my ass beat, but and I can't fight back, I gotta be diplomatic? Okay, but you can fight back. You have to know when to fight back. You have to go. You know when you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You gotta know when you hear. But you gotta first be diplomatic. You gotta first, you know, exercise. Use your words. But God, you see these people, they don't really like the words, God. Like you come in with peace and they throw darts and knives, and plus now they got bullets, God, and they hurt. They got these little rubber things, like you be trying, like, come on, God. It's in the contract. We already told you this was going to happen. It was all in the contract. Well, God, part of the problem is, you know, when we got down here, nobody told us that we was going to start from ground zero. We was going to be speaking a language that nobody was going to understand. Not only did they give us a different language, but they cursed us because then they locked us in our bodies as little babies. And then we got raised and conditioned to not know what we are. It was going to be in the contract. It's all there. Like, you know, I knew you before you was formed in your mother's womb. I've been trying to get you to hear, to listen, to read your contract, your soul contract. I've been trying to get you. Do harm, what up? What up, though? I've been trying to get you to read your contract. I've been trying to get you to tap into your records. Not the universal records, but the universal records. The real thing. You, who you are, where you come from. It's a lot of information being given. Some true, some not so true, mostly false, a lot of, you know, bullshit, a lot of fluff, a lot of, you know, let me wrap it up, put it into a bow. But meanwhile, back at band camp, this was the contract. It was already given. It's encoded. It's written. I've been trying to get you to sit still long enough for you to be able to listen, for you to know that everything is here, including the next phase. A lot of y'all just entered into a new phase, a new cycle. It's already written. It's already been given. It's going to be some complications. It's going to be some bumpy roads. Manners and respect, Earth School and period. It's going to be some bumpy roads. Some shit might be hard. Some shit's gonna be beautiful. Some shit may be easy. In between the hard and the easy, you know, the levels in between that, it's gonna be a lot of uncertainty. But you still gotta do it. You still gotta push forward. You still gotta have your voice, your energy signature seen, heard, and put into the energetic field that is happening right now in the universe. So what is your energetic field saying? Are you with me or are you not? You either first or you last. Ricky Bobby, take it how it resonates. Don't ask me where that came from, but take it how it resonates. You either first or you last. And if it's one for all for one, and this is what you came for, because listen, and not for nothing, because in my mind, I'll be thinking some people need their ass to beat. Like, some people need to really not be here because God, with the, like, and I thank God, it's not me. I'm telling y'all, I'm largely flawed in ways that I will tell you today. Some of y'all would not be here if it was up to me. Thank God I am not it, because listen, oh, you got to do that with your time? You ain't got nothing better to do? Clearly, you don't want to be here. But if the contract says you can't kill them, you got to figure out some way to work with them, Because the universe, Mother Nature, is out here beating our ass because of everything that we have allowed these people to keep doing, and we keep turning a blind eye. And again, I ain't no killer, but don't push me. What y'all want us to do? What do y'all want us to do? What does the contract say? Now, some people going to ascend in ways that are, you know, I'm going to just stand here and I'm going to let you beat my ass in the name of the universe and everything else. And I'm going to die for this thing because this is the way it was supposed to be. And I'm not going to, you know, insert my, you know, this, that, and the third. But some people, this ain't that. Like, it's been so much stuff happening in the universe. And again, this was written before you were born. Read carefully. Your guys have been waiting for you to hear this. Whatever you were told, whatever was passed down during your family, during your lineage, during your, no, never mind the reprogramming and the conditioning, the factory reset. What the fuck does the instruction say? Because I don't care what you was taught. It's not for me to care. So for anybody saying, oh, well, she said that, yeah, I said it. It's not for me to care. It's not for me to care. I'm not the final judge and jury. All I know is that reset, the factory reset, the reprogram, it puts it back to the normal thing. No matter what these people have tried to do, no matter what they have done, the factory reset is what's there. They can try to insert to, you know, corrupt and take it how it resonates. Because when we was talking about things that are your DNA, you know, how you got here, your mother and your father. And then you can go back to, you know, creation, whether or not you were an atom, a particle, a proton, a photon, a whatever the fuck. Whatever, you can go back to whatever you can go back to, right? Whatever you want to go back to. But whatever the factory settings is, whatever, it's like Uno. You know how everybody plays Uno differently, right? Mind you, I didn't even know I knew how to play Uno. But one day, not so long ago, we was having a nice little barbecue around the crib, and, you know, Uno got brought out. And so it was different age groups of folks here, and the children, the youngest person, I think, is maybe 14, okay? So the 14-year-old was in charge of, you know, telling us how we was playing, because it was a group setting here. So between the thing, we got somebody that's teenage years, we got somebody that's early, you know, getting ready to hit 21 maybe, we got somebody in there, some people in their 30s, and we got some people in their 40s. Everybody playing Uno, right? Mind you, I'm the only person, because I was not a person. This y'all contract too still is sitting right here. Don't act like y'all don't see it, okay? Because I'm gonna need a signature somewhere, somehow. But I already got it. It's the universe, okay? Anyway, everybody plays Uno different. So they started saying whether or not, I don't know how to play. I'm going to just say that right now. And every time the cards get pulled out, I tell people real quick, I don't know how to play. Tell me what to do, and then we'll go from there, right? So I ain't got no directions for none of y'all. All right. Somebody started saying something about a Uno reverse, and something about a, you know, if you put down a card, or if you skip a 2 or skip 4, I don't know. Okay. All I know is so many different rules and regulations came out for this shit. Who the fuck made the game of Uno, and what was the original rules, right? Because I remember playing Uno as a child, you know, as a kid a little bit, but what was the original rules? Because how the fuck did y'all get all these rules? Even to the tune of, I can still, this was actually probably the best example I can use, because this shit was even on the fucking radio a couple months ago. They had a whole segment of how do you play Uno. What the fuck does the rules say? Like, I thought that's how you play. Like, whatever the rules say, that's it. But somehow Uno has evolved, ascended into, it's fun for all age groups, because I just told y'all it was a whole lot of us. all age groups. We didn't care about what the rules was going to be. Just tell us what they was beforehand, so that way we can, play the game accordingly. Don't switch nothing up. Tell us what the rules are, and then we'll go. Okay? But nobody cared that there was not a rule book somewhere around this bitch. So even on the radio station, they said, call in and tell us how you play. How the fuck do you open up to a national platform, syndicated radio platform to, I don't know, billions of people, maybe millions of people, thousands of people, hundreds of people, I don't know. But anyway, the point of it is when they was calling in, everybody had a different way to play, which is cool, because I'm not knocking that. Excuse me, it's a lot of ways to skin a cat. No pun intended, and I ain't being racist. I don't know why I have to say that, but more than one way to skin a cat, okay? I don't have to skin the cat the same way you skin the cat. I don't have to, kill the chicken the same way you kill the chicken. I don't have to, the way you do it, as long as the motherfucking job gets done in a timely fashion, is all that we care about, right? Maybe not. This was written before you were born. Read carefully. Your guides have been waiting for you to hear this. Okay, so we was talking about meditation. We was talking about tapping into you. You know how Cat Williams said, get in touch with your star player. It may take meditation. It may take a brisk run. It may take a fucking jog. It may take a walk. It may take whatever the fuck it takes. Because, people will say you have to make the mind still. You have to get here and sit, kumbaya, all that good shit, and silence the mind, be able to sit still, and all of these other things, right? But what if I can't do that? Baby steps. Get it how you live. Do what you can do, all right? But either way, they're saying, I need you to talk to me. I need you to talk to me. I need you to listen. I need you to be able to, form some type of communication network with your people, with your team. Because there's something that is, needed and necessary, because I gave you this. I gave you this for a reason. I was not trying to make everything hard or difficult. There were actual instructions. They were encoded in your DNA, but then somehow these funky ass people decided that they wanted to make something to alter, let me work with you. Like, God never needed any help. God never needed any help. But, apparently this is where we take things into our own hands and we decide that we can do what we want to do. But meanwhile, I wasn't a part of the vote. And so my issue with all of this shit is, including this, right, is I don't like people spending my money for me. I don't like people allocating my time for me. I don't like people, just trying to tell me what to do. I don't like people suggesting things into the universe for me that I didn't ask for. So I rebuke it and cut it off, denounce it. It's a crime against humanity and God, because free will is a thing. But have y'all not noticed that it's a lot of stuff that's happening around here right now in the world that you didn't ask for? And I'm sure if a lot of, if we took a vote and a lot of us raise our hand, we will all be on the side of, I ain't asked nobody to do that. It wasn't a vote taken. It wasn't like, okay, for all of humanity, if we decide to start pumping these fumes, or we start doing, like, this is just not one person's place. But somehow it's being treated like this is the house, that John built or something, and it is to be given to a select few people to do whatever the fuck they want to do with it. No, never mind the masses that live here. It wasn't just given to them. And so I don't know about you, but my mother never gave me a toy and said, you know, this is for you on your birthday, and other people now get to control it outside of that, or, you know, however, I don't know if I said that right or anyway. But either way, the point of it is it was given to everybody. It was given to everybody. It wasn't just given to a select few to determine, you know, what they want to do. And now they decide that whatever we feel or whatever we say is not important. Because I don't know if you are using your breath, but I'm using mine. I don't know if you're using your body, but I'm using mine. My soul and my body is still connected. Number one rule of Earth School: don't die. I'm still using it. So why is it that I'm being, you know, under the airspace or air control of somebody that I don't know, for one, and then for two, they're just making decisions all willy-nilly, like, fuck y'all. But it was already written. It was already in your contract. We already told you that when you came back down this bitch, it was going to be some shiesty ass shit running around here. So what are you going to do? Are you going to... What you going to do? Like, I be wondering, because in the grand scheme of things, it's like, can one voice make a change? But then one voice can start a revolution. One voice can create change. One voice can get heaven to open up and fix whatever it is that we deem to be broken, or, you know, change whatever needs to be changed. So whether or not it be my voice, it be your voice, or somebody else's voice, are you using your voice? Are you doing, do you have, you know, whatever was in your contract? Hey, I can't see who that is over there on Twitch. Are you using your voice? Do you know what's in your contract? Have you found your purpose? Are you living the way you should be, you know, I guess executing? Are you executing the way you should be executing whatever's in your contract? How the fuck do we know? And is this even real? Is this even a thing? Now, I don't know about y'all, you know, because this goes a whole lot deeper. And because in my mind, this is what I be thinking. So I just went through that, but I told y'all, ain't no motherfucking way I negotiated no contract. I negotiated no contract saying that I wanted to be, you know, even around some of these people, right? But then in my mind, after I thought about it, you know, it was a couple of things that happened, and then it was basically talking about how, you know, your soul, the person that, you know how they'll tell you, like, if you die or something, and they send back your loved ones or whatever, but it had nothing to do with that. It was kind of similar to that, but nothing like that. So the person that taught you the greatest amount of lessons, or the person that was sent here, you being sent to teach somebody else lessons, right? Or maybe them being sent to teach you a lesson, and you could be thinking like, I hate this person, or you love this person. Most of the time love and hate goes hand in hand, because, you know, it's a thin line. And then what was the lesson? Like, did you learn anything? Like, out of all the shit that you have gone through, right? And we still got the instructions. Mind you, it was magical, because it was the fairy tarot, okay? So, two things happening. Two initials, N and H. Take it how it resonates, but it's DMX again, because that's all I hear. What types of games is being played? How's it going down? It's on till it's gone, but I got to know now, all right? Is you with me or what? All right, so it's patience. Patience could be somebody's name, but patience also having patience. Something may have taken some time. And in this agreement, so I guess it's a love thing. I got a love Jones, right? I don't know how we always end up here, but clearly, patience. I gotta love Jones. There's words written here. You can't see them, but there's words here, right? So if I take this handy dandy little pen and I scribble across this, the words appear, right? So it's words here. I gotta love Jones. And it is a story written before time, because this was written before you were born. Read carefully. Your guides have been waiting for you to hear this. All right. So I gotta love Jones. But it is a letter that, was written before time. Hey, Dean. Hey, Demi. Hey, Majestic Grace. Hey, Strength. All right, so I gotta love Jones, so I wrote somebody a love letter. The Land Before Time, another time, right? But here it goes again, because it's lost. It's lost again. Or maybe somebody's last name is Jones. Shit, take it how it resonates. But it was a love letter written before time. So who does it belong to? For some reason, it sounds like grandmother. All right, so it could be somebody grandmother or somebody grandmother that is around. I think they're past, so take it how it resonates for you. 2 is significant, but it could be an N or an H. So for some reason that gave me like a mask or something. Anyway, so if I write a letter that gets lost in time, what would that mean? A letter that got lost in time. So, okay, so for some reason, I feel like it's star-crossed. That means that it don't come together. All right, so hold on. You knew it wouldn't be easy. You knew forgetting would hurt. You knew they try to silence your light, dim your voice, bend your wings. But you also knew the codes would be hidden inside of you. We already talked about in DNA, in your tears, in your dreams, in the quiet moments when the noise fades. And you can hear your own heartbeat echoing the ancient drum of purpose. You were never alone, not once, not ever. So we carry through time, but what is that tune? Because it gives like circus, like y'all remember the old school circuses that they would have, and it looks like the tent, the red and the white. But to me, when you think of circus, the first thing I would think of would be clowns, but that's not what it was. It was elephants. So elephants are important, but they're also sacred. The voices you hear in stillness, those are your guides. The chills down your spine when truth hits your spirits, that's your confirmation. The strange deja vu, the numbers repeating, the dreams that feel like memories, it's all them. It's all you. So it has something to do about dreams. Somebody's purpose coming to them in their dreams. So that might be how you figured out, or that may be how you started your spiritual journey or something. It says you're remembering now. You're the prayer of your bloodline. But mind you, to me, even when that got written, it reminded me of my grandmother. Because when they say when you have a praying mother, but I had a praying grandmother. Some people don't realize that they are living on the prayers, or y'all are lasting, your family bloodline is lasting on the prayers of the elders, like your grandmother, because people these days don't pray the way that they should be praying, or they don't do, a lot of the things that the older, people did. But that some of it was good and some of it was bad, based off the fact that The prayers, the amount of praying that they did, you know, astonishing. But the fact that a lot of them, they didn't look, they didn't, it was like you give them this and that's, you give them the book and they just followed it blindly. It wasn't like there was any questioning anything. um so you are the prayer of your bloodline, somebody changing, you know, the history. And be mindful that right now we are creating history. We're in the present, but we are the ones that are creating the history. So you will be the person that later on someone else will be talking about. You will be the representation of that thing, that bloodline. It says the prophecy in motion, because what people, to me, I don't think they're paying attention. This is Revelations. I've been telling everybody for a long time. Like, I know people look at it and they think that, or they look at the history or the story and they say it's supposed to look like this. Like maybe it's gonna be dark or something, and then it's dark. It's light, but it's dark. And then it's gonna be, you know, this looking like this, or they have a certain representation of what revelations look like. But when things, the truth is being revealed, it's revelations. You're being judged right now. People, when they're doing stuff, they're being exposed faster. It's revelations. So it would almost be like, okay, also, you know, the rapture taking place. So what somebody else would think the rapture would look like, you know, oh, God drifts down into, you know, the universe or the atmosphere. And then all of a sudden y'all start seeing souls, you know, just starting to ascend. It may be that. But it also could just be all of a sudden people just start to disappear and are not here anymore. And then all of a sudden, you know, so we don't know how it's going to look. It could look because people are not here. People are just missing. It could come in so many different forms. The fact of the matter is though, that once people see it, they won't, some people won't fully accept that that's what that is, or recognize it even for what for what it's being. Because that would go to even say, like, right now, if in fact that the Jesus from the Bible came here, they would either kill him or lock him up. They wouldn't even know that that would be, because with the stuff that Jesus did in the Bible, they would be calling them wicked, evil, this, that, and the third. Like, how you gonna turn water into wine? Like, that's wicked. That's witchcraft. How are you gonna, you know, feed 9,000 people with a loaf of bread? Like, it just, the way that, that's just the way it would go. It would be some type of backlash for that type of behavior because of the fact that, so to me, it's like you seeing something right in front of your face, because I told y'all it's words here. There's words here. Y'all see it ain't no damn words here, but it's words here. And it's words here because I said it's words here. And you're saying it's not no words here because all you see is lines. But meanwhile, if I take this pen and rub it across here, the words will appear. So it's something that's right in front of your face. You don't see it, but you can see it. You can see this, but you don't see no words. Excuse me. It's almost like something, you looking for your keys or something. The keys right in your face. You done look the whole entire fucking house for these keys. The keys been sitting here the whole entire time. How the fuck did I miss the keys? And you would be swearing up and down somebody came and put them keys there, because ain't no way that these keys been sitting here the whole entire time, because I searched that area. The instructions, your DNA, your soul contract, your records. It's so much noise, so much to pay attention to, so much to get involved in, so much to be distracted by, so many lies, so much stuff that has been hidden. Like, I don't know about y'all, but there's no way, to me, it seemed like that's the only thing that I would be able to hold on to is God, because that's the only thing that I can see that has been consistent the whole entire time of my life because there has been nothing else that's been consistent. The story of God has not been consistent. It's just that I know that there are certain things that have happened that I can't see no other way but it being this, even down to my past month, or 2 months of life, even now, like it just keeps being, that's the only consistent thing. When people try to attack me, when people do stuff that, I feel like is ungodly, but, they be the representation of God is what they say, but meanwhile they attack you. They try to kill, steal, and destroy. They try to do so much wickedness to, try to bring you down or try to belittle you or try to put you in a certain type of predicament. I don't know what you want me to do. You are the prayer of your bloodline, the prophecy in motion, the lighthouse in the storm. So read this carefully. Read this carefully. Because this message was not written for anybody else's eyes. It wasn't written for anybody else's. It was written for you, for your soul, for your spirit, for your consumption. Your Akashic records are yours. It's your family, your history. The world's Akashic records is for, the world. What happened, your placement, this, that, and the third. But you, your DNA, your bloodline, they're asking for you to tap in. Figure it out. And I've been trying, you may say, I've been trying everything. I've been trying this, I've been trying that. Sit still, they'll show you. Like, literally, all you got to do is ask. And it will be so much stuff that shows up that will adjust and start to heal. Like, they will show you. They will show you. Hey, Marcel. So you just have to ask and be, intentional when you do it. So read this carefully, because this message was not written for your eyes. It was written for your soul. The part of you that cannot be lied to. The part of you that cannot be lied to. These people are going to keep telling lies. Everybody has a story. It's 9,000 people going to get on this website, on this good internet, and they're going to tell you everything that they think, that they know, that they, felt, that they seen, that they got involved in. They're going to tell you a lot. But what about you? The part of you that cannot be lied to. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not late. You are right on divine timing. We all need some help. So maybe here and there is some stuff that you knew. Like I said, I just took some breathwork classes and some other shit, but guess what? I done been doing breathwork for a long time. I learned breathwork way, way young because it had something to do with metabolism and diet. When you breathe correctly, your ass be skinny. Okay? That's what I learned. But mind you, then now, taking it for something different, spiritual work, the whole entire time. So it could be things that you did in your early 20s, early teens, early preteens, when you was younger, when your grandma was teaching you. It's stuff that you probably already knew. It may be just something that you either forgot or something that you need to go back to reset family factory settings, because it's so much stuff that has been injected into the world, into the universe, that we can only do what the fuck we could do. Okay? So there is that. Every little bit helps. Every little bit counts. And sometimes less is more. So again, it is weeding through all, because a lot of the shit is put into the system to distract us anyway. That's all it's for. Keep us paying attention to this shit over here. Meanwhile, the real shit is going down over here, okay? This was just, the bullshit. But mind you, they thought they was popping, but yo, it's a whole nother scenario happening over here because again, when you got the worst of the worst, we also have the best of the best. But where the fuck is the best of the best? Because y'all is pissing me the fuck off because you know what good people do? Go mind their business. Isn't that horrible? Good people go mind their fucking business. Like, I am not a part of this shit, but I need y'all to be a part of this shit. Like, because, like, if people don't see the other side, they get people and all they see is fucking this bullshit. Like, we gotta give the people faith. We gotta give the people hope. We gotta give the people determination to know and understand that this bullshit is not winning. This is not winning. Like, it be dudes, like, I be watching these niggas for real, because, you know, it's always a nigga online. They got some type. I be watching these motherfuckers, and I swear, they will tell you one thing and do the complete opposite. Right in your face. Nigga, didn't you just have a whole motherfucking podcast talking about how good of a man you supposed to be, this, that, and the third, yada, 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 and this is how, and then I just watched you do this shit. Like, do y'all forget what y'all be saying? Just bust out, like, to me, because the honest thing is, like, I be trying to tell y'all, I'm a human being, I'm a person, I'm you know, otherworldly, I'm a whole lot of things, right? But what I'm not going to sit in front of you and tell you a whole bunch of bullshit, like, you know, oh, I'm only going to be doing this because, you know, this is the way a man should do it, and then meanwhile, bitch, you the same as, like, I think the men be so mad at the women these days because we not letting y'all get away with no bullshit. Motherfuckers will tell you, oh, it should be this type of man and yada, yada, yada. But you're mad at me because I'm calling you on your bullshit and you're not that type of man. You will never, ever be that type of man. And, you know, you can try and people will strive and good. But don't be sitting in the people's faces trying to lie to them and tell them that you're this. Meanwhile, you the same, but like my brother is over here. He was on Twitch, and literally my brother has told me multiple times, niggas is all the same. You get some good ones that, you know, they step up their game, but niggas is all the same. And I'm not saying every man cheats, and I'm not saying none of that. I ain't even trying to break y'all down to the, you know, glass draws. All I'm saying is, a lot of them be mad that you won't let them get over on you and, you know, have your head fucked up because you thinking that they're something that they're not. You can't be a god if you have ungodly behavior. Like, what's that? What type of god is that? Is that like a peasant god, or is that like what type of God is that? Like, I ain't judging. I just want to know, because it can't be the God, or a God, the demigods. But it always be, even in, you know, history, it was always the gods that was fucking up the shit. Have y'all not noticed that? Like, even when they tell y'all about all the other stuff, like, yeah, they out here raping and pillaging and all this other shit too. Because if I'm not mistaken, the story of Athena, no, it wasn't Athena. What's the one? It was Medusa. But anyway, she had another name before that, and she got raped, and they blamed her. But meanwhile, one of the, like, it'd be a lot of shit. So maybe that might be the thing. Maybe y'all might be right. Y'all could potentially be on to something. Y'all see that? Look at that. I just worked that out in my brain. That could be the thing. Y'all could potentially really be the gods, because y'all be fucking up some shit. Either way, fuck y'all. But stop sitting in front of the people saying stuff. Like, we got eyes. We can see y'all lies right in front of us. It's like it just happens. Like, that's why I just be telling y'all, just know that I'm gonna say some shit that I'm probably not supposed to say, and I'll do what I want. Because guess what? Once it went from, you know, my thought process into the heavens, into the ethers, God already knew. So that's why I be saying what I be saying, because, yeah, I ain't gonna let y'all play with me like that. Either way, your next step is not out there. It's within. So close your eyes, listen. You already know what to do. You know since before you were born. This was written before you were born. Read carefully. Your guides have been wanting you to hear this. Read this carefully, because apparently it's about to get some wild shit is about to be happening. So this is the instructions. Factory reset. Don't let nobody tell you, you know, the rules to the game. because they're going to try to change the rules up for them. You know what people do? They will say, this is the rules, right? And then when they break the rules, then they try to turn them into something else, because then when you start playing on their field, all of a sudden it's not the same anymore. Like, don't do that. I'm only the person that's allowed to do that. No, what are the rules? What are the rules first? Tell me the rules. And then once the rules are set, right here, this is the instruction booklet. So we're going to follow the instructions. But if we both agree to a different set of rules, then we might need to write them down too. But at the end of the day going to end, and this one already got, instructions, and this is your contract. So take it how it resonates, because, whoever the fuck is for, they want you to pay attention. They could be talking to me. They might want me to pay attention, but what I've been seeing, I don't give a fuck about. So, there's that. I love y'all. Go with God.